I was a cast member at Disney. I worked most of my time. I worked at Universal Studios, but it's the same stuff because when you see like a TV show goes to Disney, no matter what it is so much bull. It's amazingly full of it.
Do you remember? Do you remember the Full House episode where they went to Disney and there was a plot that was like Aladdin related about the genie that would pop out, and if it popped out for you, you would be like the king for a day or something?
Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? That happened with us. Not the genie thing. Yeah, not the genie thing. Not the genie thing, but what ended up happening was I walked in, I was getting a birthday pin for I think it was Ashley. And they were little kids. I got the picture somewhere around here, but we were at Hollywood Studios, and I think it was still MGM at the time even. That's how long ago this was. And I said, well, how do you go about picking who gets to ride as Grand Marshal in the parade? And they said, oh, you want to ride as Grand Marshal in the parade? I was like, sure, why not? Let's do that. I mean, it was really just that easy, but it was just, hey, you get to be the Grand Marshal of the parade. So it was the Cavalcade of Stars, I think it was called at the time. And we were in the front car waving, hey, you don't know us, but hi, how are you? Let me wave to you. And my daughters loved it. They were laughing their butts off at it.
I can imagine. Actually, funny story about the parades and whatnot. While we were down there, it was towards Easter. That's what we did for Easter that year. And we were watching the parade, and the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland comes up. And my youngest brother, who was like, I want to say 6 or so at the time, thought that he was the Easter Bunny for like a second, and I was like,
yeah, it was a lot of fun. It just
made me laugh hysterically, and then I like explained to him like the Alice in Wonderland sort of story, and he was like, oh, and then afterwards. I think this was after we got home. He finally watched Alice in Wonderland, and he got it, and he sort of was embarrassed that he was that confused. It was cute.
They give you a certificate that says you were the Grand Master, and then they give you a little Minnie and Mickey car, and it's the car that it's like a toy version of the car that you ride in the parade, and then of course. All throughout the parade route, you have the photo pass people taking pictures of you. So you get to pick whatever picture that you wanted from it. So yeah. And then they gave us some fast passes because we had to wait to do all of the stuff. So they gave us, that way we didn't have to wait on the rides after the parade. It was just, it was a really good day. It was a really good birthday for the kiddo. And yeah, it was tons of fun.
That's neat.
Let's see. The whole roster of the ABC Friday night shows did that one year where they all crossed over.
They did. And I remember most of them because even though the TGIF block was a little bit after my time, most of those shows rerun on Nick at Night for like 10 years. So I've seen all of those.
Well, the things that really bother me about the TV shows, let's see. One, everybody walks up to the characters. No, you don't. You never walk up to the characters. There's always a line.
How on earth could there not be a line on the basis of,
the way they do it in the TV shows, of course, like, and the characters are in random places. Like they'll be walking down the pier by of one of the huts that are at the Polynesian Hotel, and you're thinking, wait a second, that's actually a hut. You can't go there. Or it'll be just bizarre things. Or on Roseanne, you had Dan run from the Magic Kingdom to a place where you could buy beer at Epcot.
Like, yeah, I remember. Yeah,
he had first of all, he's not running from where he was to the entrance. A guy that big.
Yeah, I know.
much less out to the lagoon, around the lagoon, because he was running, not driving. I mean, we could assume. It's funny. It's funny the way they do things, or they'll say stuff like, "Hey, we're at Dumbo. I think I want to ride the new Maelstrom at Epcot," and then they'll just walk over to it. Like, you just crossed parks, and that would have taken you about an hour to get there. So they never have a sense of time. They can just walk on any attraction. It's a very, very different,
and
than
it's always
experience.
The plots are always focused around whatever attraction Disney wants to show that year.
What the new attraction, or the new show, or the new parade. Another thing,
or in the case of the Full House one, the new movie, which is why it was so Aladdin focused. Well, the fact that DJ's
the boyfriend
was the actor who voiced Aladdin.
I would buy it. I would buy any attraction or any show that at least once one of the characters gets hit in the ankle by a stroller. Okay, that's a little, now they're hitting into the realism.
Well, it's kind of like when movies show like people being tourists in LA. I'm almost certain that half of that is BS as well.
Or I would love for them to show up, "Hey, we're going to Christmas at Disney," and then they show up and go, "Well, that was a mistake." Because if there's a time, Halloween, yes, good time, and you got the party. Like, it's empty during the day. I went to the Magic Kingdom just the other day. Just ran in, ran out. Did the most popular attraction there, and it's not too bad. It's a 40-minute wait, which for that attraction is all right. That was the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. But on Christmas time, it is unenjoyably busy. And of course, the TV shows are portraying it like you would have the park to yourself, except for maybe a handful of your friends.
It's everyone's, or at least it's a lot of people's dream to do Disney, and a lot of people do it as a Christmas gift because Christmas is the magical time of year when you can ask for nigh impossible things like that. And I'm talking to my wife. I'm talking to Gail, and she says that her niece has never been to Disney. I'm like, how? Bring her. She's 11. Let's take her before the magic is completely gone. I mean, when you get too old, you're not going to feel the Disney magic as much as you do when you're a kid. Let's bring her. And I say, well, we should bring her, see if we can't keep her out of school for the first 4 days after Thanksgiving. They're not, no, you can't have them after school. I said, that's the best time because nobody's there. She can see everything, do everything. Plus it's Christmas time. Because they'll have the Christmas stuff up. I mean, that's, I shouldn't say that. When did they overhaul the Haunted Mansion to be like the Nightmare Before Christmas?
That's out at Disneyland. They don't do it here because Haunted Mansion here is a classic and people expect them like, oh, BS. Put it up anyway, man.
Well, no, but yeah, I get that to an extent. But on the other hand, Nightmare Before Christmas is probably like one of my favorite holiday movies just in general, because the thing that makes it so wonderful is it is a perfect Halloween movie and a perfect Christmas movie, and that's hard to pull off in one movie.
Here's Fragminion saying, hey, let's go to a major theme park on a really big holiday. What could possibly go wrong? Gail and I went to SeaWorld on July 4th. All we wanted to do was grab a little dinner, find a place to watch their fireworks show and enjoy. Yeah, we didn't expect to go on any rides. Maybe we could get in for a show, but all we wanted to do was go grab a dinner and watch the fireworks for July 4th. And we weren't even talking like a sit down big dinner. Just get us a burger, fries, something like that. Every place was so busy. So, I mean, just walking around was uncomfortable because it was so busy.
Interesting question. Are the fireworks shows any bigger on the 4th of July at Disney?
Sometimes, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, Disney definitely. Disney puts out a fireworks show that will amaze you every night.
Well, yeah,
But
that
they go
I'm familiar with that. I've seen it. Like, I think we were there for 3 days, and I remember seeing at least 3 nights. I was
I've
just
got it on
curious
this
if they.
channel. I've got Happily Ever After, their newest one, on this channel. So check it out if you want. It's amazing. But
I was just curious if they put in the extra effort for when it
yes,
is
they do.
actually the 4th of July, because
Yes, and for New Year's.
one would think they would, but on the other hand, they do it. They choreograph one literally every, and it's not even just one; it's several, because each park has their own. And of I, what is the one that uses the fiber optic globe that's meant to resemble the world? I can't.
That's Epcot. That's the
Yeah,
illumination.
I couldn't remember if it was Epcot or if it was Hollywood Studios. I don't know why I thought it was Hollywood Studios for a second. Of course, it's Epcot, because Epcot is very culturally, sensitive and very globally savvy. So of course, that's the one.
Yeah, it's really cool though. They really do go out all out for it.